Get my notes together. Hello, here I am again. I don't know if I said that. My father was born in February the 14th, Valentine's Day, in 1954. Oh, no, I'm sorry, 1903. He died when he was 54, in 1954. And my father's name was Alexander Valentine Olbash. They nicknamed him that name because he was born on Valentine's Day. Give him that name, Valentine. Everybody made fun of him. Right now, I got my license, my driver's license, 1941. Them day you get your license when you're 16. And I got it with an old Model T Ford, 1938 Ford. And I didn't have much trouble getting my license, but I used to drive the clams, drive the car, and make the deliveries of the clams. And it was great. I went to Saugus High School. I went there for 4 years of high school. I didn't finish graduation day because I went to service 2 months before I was going to graduate. But I did get my diploma when I come home. All the guys that volunteered for the service did receive their diploma if they had enough credits. And I enjoyed my school years. And it's quite a walk from where I used to live on Dudley Street to Saugus Center. But at that time when I got my license, I got a 1938, was a Buick. Oh, I used to pick up the boys, have a great time driving them to school. They thought I was the greatest. Look at Eddie's got a car. But I worked hard for it. And then I didn't realize that my brothers, one of my real brothers, George and Penny, they were my half-brothers, different fathers. I grew up, my mother never said nothing that they were my real brothers. She never should have done that. She should have told me. But I always was lonesome in the family because my brothers were older than me, and I always followed my brother to join the gang. He would always get away from us. You're too young to play with us. And I was more a lonesome kid when I was growing up. But I always worked for my money. I bought my own clothes. I bought a bicycle. I used that bicycle a lot. I used to go to school with it. And then when I got the car, I gave the bicycle away. But Saugus was a great little town. We brought up in. There was no rough stuff around then. There was no snow. He used a 4-letter word then, boy. He was disgusting. I would never do that. But we were all different types of kids. We didn't know what dope was. We never had anything like that. And at the first beer, we used to go and to get my father's hat, disguise myself, try to look way older. We'd go to Revere Beach, all sit down in a boat. Say, 3 beers. That was my 2 friends. They'd give it to us. We drank 3, 4. We had about 12 beers apiece there. We used to drink like it was water. And then we'd all get feeling pretty good, and we thought we were real big shots. Raising hell. Oh, we were stupid then, but we were always good kids. There was no. We used to fight. The only fights we had were the Brickyard gang. They lived in Lynn. And you would see, they'd come down my house sometime on the Ballard Street. They'd be throwing bottles at each other and stones, but nobody got really hurt. It was a tough gang. Then we used to play football with the Bristol Street gang. Those are all Italian kids. They wanted to give the Polacks hell. We used to have a great time with them guys playing football. And you never knew of my uncle. My dad's brother was Frank Olbash. He spelled his name O-L-D-B-A-S-H. I don't know why, but he had a daughter. I remember Mara and I went to see him when I got married to Frank. He had a bad heart. He had to go to Florida, and he died He was 61 years old. He was a great entertainer. He knew how to play an accordion and all, could he play an accordion. He was great. He never drank either. Never drank. He was a great person. And then discussing my brother Benny now, there's a character. My brother Benny, we used to, at night, he used to do strange things. He used to go to the gas stove and check, sit down, is that gas all right now? And look, and get 2 feet away from it and look at it with one eye and look at it with the other eye, smell it. He was afraid to go to sleep, make sure that gas was off. Afraid of gas stoves. And then he used to do his exercise, he'd take those heavy breaths. Also, he had a habit. He used to take a bowl, put some water and vinegar, and he'd put his nose in there and go swish. All you hear is that swish, swish. Here's the cat. The next morning he'd get up and say, "Hey, Eddie, my nose is as big as it was yesterday." Oh, brother, your nose is good. Good and small. It's getting smaller, Benny. Here, go to the store and buy yourself some cakes there. If you brought him the wrong cake from the store, boy, there's hell to pay. He always never liked wads. It was the Twinkies they used to have them days. And he didn't like Puritans. So what I do sometimes, I used to change the labels. But I couldn't fool him. I used to grab that cake and throw it right up against the wall. I told you I wanted a different type of cake. Oh, my God. When he went in the Army, we all missed him because he was the oldest brother. He always gives us a couple of bucks if we needed it. You always never wear the same tie twice, Benny. He was a character. And he used to work on Dallas at a place called Vista 2. It would take quite a few years to come out of the Army. And my brother George went in the Navy. He thought his name always was Olbash. When he went in the Navy, he found out that he couldn't get a birth certificate with the name Olbash. He had to go. He was born in Saugus, so went to the city hall and he found out his name was Abusowitz, Abussiwz. So he changed that when he got changed to Abus. He was very disappointed with his mother for that. I don't blame him. You know, he was a half brother. Now you don't. It's real brother. Different father. Still, he still recognizes your brother. And he went in the Navy for 3 years, and he got married. And he went to live in Florida. He loved greyhounds. He got in that business somehow. He wanted me to get into it. No way. He moved to Florida, and he stayed there a long time. So his wife and him broke up, Alice, and he married another girl. And he lived pretty good in life. He lived in a hot all right, that's enough. No, I gotta get my notes together. Hello, here I am again. I don't know if I said my father was born in February the 14th, Valentine's Day, in 1954. Oh, no.